guys? This is Rise, and Halloween is coming upon us. So that means it's time for the Halloween Cup in the Go Battle League. This includes your favorite ghost-type Pokemon, dark-type Pokemon, spooky Pokemon galore, and some of you guys have suggested some of your best teams in the Halloween Cup. So, teaming up with Inadequins, the World Championship runner-up, we have put together, as per usual, some great teams for you to choose in the Go Battle League. I'm always wondering myself, what should I run this week in the new meta, in the new Go Battle League circuit? And here we are. Thanks to your help, we have some cool teams. So feel free to jot these down, take some notes if you want, or don't write. I don't want to sound like a teacher, you know. This is supposed to be fun. This isn't supposed to be like school. But here we go. We'll get rid of the pumpkin there. I'll scooch on over as per usual, and we get into it. Recommended teams, Halloween, great league edition. We start off with San Hudigo, terrific battler from over in Spain. And San Hudigo is running Shadow Drapion, Shadow Golurk, and Galarian Moltres as a closer. Galarian Moltres, of course, not the most accessible. I know not everyone has one. I personally don't have one. So if you do have one, great. If you don't, that's all right. There's a lot of different teams here, so hopefully at least a few of them are ones that you have access to. But Galarian Moltres, really solid Pokemon right now. In my opinion, it's kind of like a better Mandibuzz just because it's more threatening. It's more pressure with those sucker punches, with the ability to hit with that Brave Bird and threaten shields. And then we all know Shadow Drapion is just really safe. And Shadow Golurk, really menacing with that Mud Slap damage. It says the strategy, bait out Azumarill with Golurk, stay in versus Carbink. This team relies on energy management in the back. Makes sense. Team number 2, vbasist. This is one of those trainers, I see their name all the time. I definitely know this person, but I've like never heard their name said out loud. So my apologies by butchering their name. But here we go. We got Shadow Grimer in the lead with Greninja Safe Swap and Azumarill closer. Greninja baits out Toxapex, so as you can sweep, Greninja with energy advantage can do damage versus basically anything. That's true. Greninja, sometimes you think you're in a bad spot, but Greninja with an energy advantage can flip matchups. Like, there are times you might be against, I don't know, a Machamp, but if you're ahead a few Water Shurikens, those Hydro Cannons are going to do so much damage. Greninja is just such a powerful Pokemon. If you look at a lot of the Pokemon that are on screen right now, right, Greninja does quite well against them, whether it be the Golurk, the Moltres, or the Drapion. Not a ton of fast attack pressure, and those Hydro Cannons are so fast, so spammy. Greninja is a monster to deal with, and Shadow Grimer, pretty fun little Pokemon. With Mud Slap getting that buff, of course, this season, it can be annoying to deal with, and a poison type with access to like ground type moves, you're basically a poison type, right, that can beat the other poison types. So it's fun to make that happen. And a Shadow Sludge Bomb, certainly not going to be fun for a Pokemon like Azumarill to try and absorb. Next trainer, Yonku Jean. I hope I'm saying that right. They're running Guzzlord, Shadow Sableye, Shadow Drapion. There are no fairies, I believe, in this meta. Otherwise, a Charmer would be a disaster in the lead. Guzzlord, a mythical beast, a very crazy-looking Pokemon, but it is a strong Pokemon, and the description says both Sableye and Drapion function as a safe switch. If you face many dragons, you can replace either with Azumarill. Non-Shadow Drapion also works on this team. That's good to know. So if you're like, Rise, can I replace Shadow Drapion with a regular Drapion? I don't have a Shadow. Well, according to Gene, yes, you can. And that's also a nice tip that they put in the description, right? You don't always have to safe swap Sableye. You don't always have to safe swap Drapion. You can mix it up depending on what the lead is. So sometimes you might want to safe swap either or, depending on what you feel like is better in that situation. Let's see if I can think of something off the top of my head. For example, if you led against Azumarill, maybe you would want to safe swap Sableye potentially, because then they're more likely to stay in, and then you just kind of get rid of it. So that could be one example. Or if you led against like a I'm saying there's no fairies, and then there's literally a Azumarill on the screen. You guys are already making fun of me. My bad. Anyway, let's move on into the next one. In this Halloween Cup meta, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. Anybody remember like the Disney Channel Halloween movies? Those were kind of fun. Sir Cory. What a nice lad. I've met Sir Cory a couple times in like London for the European Championships and stuff. Really nice dude, and he just made a really nice run as well in Lille. So congrats to him. He is rocking Azumarill with Shadow Drapion and Runerigus, but it says could also put Quillfish in that spot. We know we love Quillfish on this channel, or Clodsire in the back. Drapion's safe switch lures out Mud Slappers and Mandibuzz, which allows Runerigus to close. This could be this is like the type of team I would run personally with Quill. Maybe we'll run some Quillfish on stream today. I'll be back on Twitch, by the way, for the first time in like a couple weeks. I took a few days off, and then in Master League Little Cup, I just felt like taking a little bit of break from streaming my live battles. I can get by in the Master League now that I have a little bit of a Master League roster, but just felt like taking some time off the live battles. So we'll be back in action with some Halloween Cup with some Great League remix. But a cool little team here from Sir Cory and Runerigus, which you may have forgotten did get Brutal Swing as well. So now it has a bait move, and could be a fun Pokemon to test out. I tried a few sets with Runerigus myself early in the season in the Open Great League and did not do too well with it, but maybe this could be its time to shine in a more restricted meta. Next, trainer, Kalethnik. Hope I'm saying that right. Shadow, Golurk, Lead, Azumarill safe swap, and Toxapex closer. Use Azumarill to draw out the Clodsire so Toxapex can be free. Makes a lot of sense. Classic ABB style line. Azu trying to draw out the Clod. Who knows if Clod will be yeah, it will be super common. It's actually the number 1 and number 2 ranked Pokemon in this meta on PvPoke, so it will be surely super common. And and we'll see if we see a lot of it. I'm laughing because I'm looking at the next team, and I don't know what that Pokemon is. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You guys are going to hate me. Oh my gosh. I should have done my research. I don't even know what that Pokemon is. Should I like Google it live? Oh my gosh. This is going to be excruciating for some of you in the comments. Rise, I can't believe you don't know every single Pokemon out of like the 1,050 Pokemon. Keychain Pokemon? What the heck is that? Also, I don't know how to pronounce this trainer's name. Is that it's Klefki. I did know that. I've heard of Klefki. That's Klefki, I believe. Okay. Klefki. Greninja, Klefki, and Clodsire. Only swap out on a fairy type lead. Greninja can deal with anything else. Greninja looks like it could be a real menace in this cup, so maybe that'll be another one to try out. And Greninja can be really fun as well with its spamminess, with its boost potential. So Greninja, cool Pokemon. And shout out to this trainer with the cute dog profile picture for the team suggestion. Bit of a glassy 2 Pokemon. I would presume Klefki's on the glassier side, but I'm not exactly sure. And then Clodsire in the back, of course. Classic Clodsire. Oh, look at that. We know that name. Erikson, a legend of our channel, friend of the channel, running Clodsire with Golisopod safe switch and Amoonguss as the closer. Fun fact about Rise, I have a little bit of a phobia of mushrooms. Mushrooms like kind of scare me, but Amoonguss I can handle because it's like an animated character. Clodsire, Golisopod, Amoonguss. Bait up the flying type with Golisopod so Amoonguss can close. Clodsire, of course, a very meta Pokemon. Golisopod safe switch I like. When Golisopod first kind of got introduced into the Ultra League meta, it was such an effective safe swap. I got a team from my buddy A Mind Joke, who's an amazing trainer from Italy, and I liked to utilize Golisopod safe swap in the Ultra League. It was so good, so effective. There was really very few answers for that safe swap, and it looks like Erikson's going to try and employ that strategy in the Halloween Cup here. And then Amoonguss Closer. I need to refresh my memory on Amoonguss. Sorry, my screen's getting all bright. Refresh my memory on Amoonguss moveset. Astonish, Grass Knot, Sludge Bomb seems to be the standard moveset for Amoonguss. So there you go. And a cool little team from Erikson. Executor, 87. Our final team submission. Toxapex, Shadow Sableye, and Galarian Moltres. I like this team. Looks very strong, very ABB-centric with that Poison Lead, Double Dark. We've seen like the Nido Double Dark Classic Open Great League line in previous seasons. I think it was Nido Queen Shadow variant with Umbreon and Scrafty. And yeah, so kind of a line like that. You lure out a potential Fairy type with the Sableye. You farm down with Toxapex and try and save those shields for Moltres. That's before me even reading the description. What does the description say? Exploit Morpeko's Aura Wheel with Galarian Moltres if faced in the lead. Slightly attack-weighted Toxapex can defeat Carbink. Okay. Cool. That's what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. I probably had more mispronunciations in this video than maybe ever before. This could be a record. Hopefully the comments cut me a little bit of slack. I did get up pretty early in the morning to record this. Not that that really made any difference, because I think it was more of not having knowledge of certain names. But here are several teams in the Halloween Cup that hopefully you can run and maybe have some success to climb ELO in the Go Battle League. If you want to download this full team graphic, have it on hand, maybe reference it for some team ideas, feel free to go check out Inadequence on Twitter. He has posted these graphics very frequently in the new metas that shift every week in the Go Battle League. Super helpful, super duper legend in the community, and I encourage you to go check him out on Twitter. All that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And all that said, hope to see you in the next one. Peace.